Imagine driving across America in the 1970s. You pull off the highway, hungry and tired. But instead of seeing McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's, you see restaurants that millions of Americans once loved. Restaurants so popular that people thought they would last forever. Some had thousands of locations. Some served millions of customers. And some were actually bigger than today's fast food giants. Yet today, most people under 30 have never even heard of them. So what happened? How did these fast food empires disappear? Today, we're counting down 10 vanished fast food chains that once dominated America. And by the end of this video, you'll discover a restaurant that was once one of the largest chains in the entire country before completely fading into history. Let's begin. Number 10. Gino's Hamburgers. In the late 1950s, football star Gino decided to enter the restaurant business. The result was Gino's Hamburgers. The chain quickly spread across the eastern United States. Customers loved its burgers, fried chicken, and family-friendly atmosphere. At its peak, Gino's operated hundreds of locations, but increasing competition from larger national chains made survival difficult. By the 1980s, most locations had disappeared. Today, Gino's exists only in the memories of those who grew up eating there. Number 9. Sandy's Drive-In. Long before modern branding became important, Sandy's looked surprisingly similar to McDonald's. Its mascot, menu, and even some of its restaurant designs drew comparisons. For a while, the strategy worked. Sandy's expanded rapidly across the Midwest. But competing against the growing power of McDonald's proved nearly impossible. Eventually, many locations were converted into other restaurants. The once promising chain slowly vanished. Number 8. Red Barn. If you ever saw a giant barn-shaped restaurant along the road, chances were it was Red Barn. Founded in 1961, the chain became famous for its unique buildings and Big Barney burger. Families loved stopping there during road trips. At one point, Red Barn had nearly 400 locations across America and Canada. But changing ownership and poor management decisions led to its decline. By the late 1980s, Red Barn had virtually disappeared. Number 7. Burger Chef. Now this one may surprise you. Burger Chef wasn't just popular. For a time, it was the second largest burger chain in America. Only McDonald's was bigger. Burger Chef introduced many ideas that are common today, including kid-focused meals and toy promotions. The chain grew to over 1,000 locations, but fierce competition and corporate changes weakened the brand. In the early 1980s, Burger Chef disappeared from the fast food landscape. Number 6. VIPs. Across the western United States, VIPs was a familiar sight. The chain offered affordable meals around the clock. Travelers, truck drivers, and families all packed its restaurants. For years, business was booming. But expansion became difficult as national chains moved into the same markets. One by one, locations closed or were sold. Eventually, VIPs became another forgotten chapter of American dining history. Number 5. Lum's Lums became famous for a menu item that sounded unusual. Hot dogs steamed in beer. Surprisingly, customers loved them. The chain exploded in popularity during the 1960s and 1970s. At its peak, Lum's operated hundreds of restaurants nationwide. But rapid expansion created financial problems. As tastes changed, the chain struggled to adapt. Most locations disappeared by the early 1980s. Mid-video retention hook. Before we reveal the top 4, here's a question. How many of these restaurants have you actually heard of before today? Let us know in the comments. And stay until the end, because the number 1 chain wasn't just popular. It once had more than 1,000 locations, and was considered one of America's greatest fast food success stories. Number 4, Doggy Diner. Few restaurant mascots were as memorable as Doggy Diner's giant dachshund head. The oversized signs became famous throughout California. Families loved the chain's burgers, fries, and milkshakes. But changing economics and increasing competition hurt business. By the 1980s, most locations were gone. Today, the giant dog head signs are among the few reminders that Doggy Diner ever existed. Number 3. Henry's Hamburgers. Henry's was once a fast food powerhouse. The chain grew rapidly and operated hundreds of restaurants nationwide. Its low prices attracted enormous crowds. For many families, Henry's was the place to grab a quick meal. But when larger competitors expanded aggressively, Henry's struggled to keep up. Most locations disappeared, leaving behind only a handful of survivors. Number 2, White Tower. Before modern fast food chains dominated the landscape, White Tower was everywhere. Inspired by the success of White Castle, the chain spread across major American cities. Its distinctive white buildings became instantly recognizable. For decades, White Tower served millions of customers, but suburban growth changed dining habits. As city centers declined, so did White Tower. Most locations eventually closed. Number 1, Howard Johnson's. This chain wasn't just a restaurant, it was an American institution. For decades, Howard Johnson's restaurants lined highways across the country. Travelers knew they could count on a familiar meal no matter where they were. At its peak, the company operated more than 1,000 locations. Many people believed it would dominate forever. But changing travel patterns, new competitors, and shifting consumer preferences slowly eroded its popularity. One by one, locations vanished. A chain that once defined the American road trip became a piece of history. These restaurants once seemed unstoppable. Millions of customers visited them. Thousands of locations filled America's highways and cities. Yet today, most have vanished almost completely. Their stories are a reminder that even the biggest businesses can disappear. Which of these forgotten fast food chains do you wish could come back? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into America's lost past, don't forget to subscribe for more forgotten history, vanished restaurants, and nostalgic stories from another era. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.